Guys, I'm sorry if I didn't make a thumbnail because I am so tired. I'm literally tired. I'm literally recording this at 11 a.m. 11 p.m. which I should supposed to sleep. So I'm recording this very late. And I appreciate, guys, that all of you support me, and I will be producing many more videos, guys, that you will be enjoyed. So guys, this is what if Deku was had Lucario's and Greninja's power in danmachi. Now, all of you have saying, what? Isn't Izuku a little bit OP? Yeah, I don't care. Izuku is always OP in my eyes. But with the recent event of, the volunteer season of My Academia, season 6 is trash to me. I am not gonna lie, guys, season 6 is trash to me. So if anyone of you guys have a comment about why is season 6 trash, let me give you a go. Midnight died. Yeah, so let's begin the video. Now, Izuku, after he landed his final hit on Alpha 1, Izuku died because he was injured, very injured. And when he died, let's just say a god just comes into this soul is so pure. How could he die at such a young age? I'll send him to another world, cause that world is in need of help. The god teleports Izuku to him and said, "Hello, Izuku Midoriya." Izuku looks around and says, "Am I dead?" The god just says, yes you are. Izuku doesn't panic or anything. Izuku just look, The god just wondered, this is the first. I thought normally when people ask if they died, normally when people thought they think they're dead, they would freak out. Izuku says, "Hey, my mom told me to live my life how it is. If I die, so it be." So, you're very wise, it took me door. Oh, okay. So what's gonna happen now? I am planning on I'm giving you two options. One, you can stay in heaven with the rest of the angels, or two, get reincarnated. Izuku thinks about this for 5 minutes and decides to get reincarnated. The god says, "Okay, but I will be giving you powers in there. Can I keep one Alpha 1? No, you can't. Bummer. Well, can I have two powers from two different creatures?" I am sure. What are those creatures? Have you heard of Pokemon? Izuku asked the guy, Have you ever heard of Pokemon? I have, and he's quite interested because I know the god there. Arceus. If you guys are wondering how the gods are even meeting each other, let's just say that all the gods are connected. Not Izuku god and the rest of the danmachi god. They don't really know that Izuku world exists. So Izuku says, sure, why not? Now Izuku decides to after God calls Arceus and sends him over, Izuku asks, the god introduced Arceus to Izuku and explains his situation to him, that he died at such a young age and didn't get to do much in his life. Which Arceus kind of feels bad for him and says, "I'll grant you the power of 2 Pokemon." I was planning on making it 3, guys, but I remember, guys, that I really don't want to get anyone wrong me for my videos. And I know all of you love my videos, so I will give you the best quality I ever have. So Izuku decided was thinking about Lucario and was thinking about Lichen Rock and Ekin, but he remembered two of the most fighting and stealthy Pokemons, which he decided to pick Lucario and Greninja. Now, how is this gonna affect Izuku? It's not gonna really affect him. He only gonna have the features like his hair is gonna be blue, his eyes and His skin is rather bluish. Now, for the shuriken, he has it on his back, and the god of Arceus grant him the abilities of his Pokemon. And Izuku and the god said, "Thank you, God, for everything." Now before Izuku decides to jump in that damn portal, the god bring him back out and said, "I forgot to give you knowledge," and gave him the whole knowledge and such. Now, Izuku's abilities are one, water manipulation and water weapon creation, cause greninja can literally just fling out kunais like hell. Next for the greninja's ability, I will tell the greninja's ability. Water manipulation and creation. He can create anything from water or ice, cause ice and water are the same to me. Stealth and shadow sneak, and multi shadow, cause Greninja has hell of a speed, so why not multi shadow or after image to be short. For Lucario's ability now, Aura Spear, he can create aura around his hand, and once he throws it, he can create a massive shockwave. And once this hits someone, let's just say that its stomach goes boom. Yeah. Second ability is Aura Sense, which he can distribute humans and monsters and demi-humans alike, and sense good nature or ill intentions. The third ability of Lucario that Deku got is Mega Evolution mode, which Izuku doesn't really change much. His fourth ability is Earth Manipulation, cause why not? And he's a good fighter as such. So yeah, Izuku is basically pretty broken. Now God just simply teleports Izuku to the world of Danmachi. Once Izuku got there, Izuku noticed that he was in a dungeon and saw monsters. Izuku decides to just goes up to the fifth floor. God accidentally teleport him to one of the first floor levels where Deku is gonna meet Bell. Izuku walks up there and saw many monsters, which Izuku quickly kills, and quickly kills off and with his water kunais, cause he's basically Japanese. Cause why not? He's only using Japanese weapon. And no, Izuku doesn't look like it. I will show you guys later what he looks like, but that will be in a different thumbnail for now. So Izuku saw a Minotaur stronger than the person he is about to kill. Izuku quickly kills it and calls it a day. And when Bell sees Izuku kill that Minotaur like it would literally fly, Bell looks up to Izuku as an inspiration to try to get stronger. Now Izuku asked Bell how to get out of here, and Bell guided him to the way. On the way, everyone saw Izuku and looked at him very weirdly. And no one knows whose family he belongs to. Why? Because this guy is literally a calling. Let's just say no one can control Izuku, not even a god. So Izuku decides to go to Emi and collect his whole bag and such, which his bag is worth at least 300 values or dollars. I'm just gonna call it yen, cause why not? 300 yen, 300,000 yen. Now Izuku was glad, and Bell almost fainted because of the money, which Izuku decided to give Bell half of it, because Izuku is still a kind person, but he really doesn't like people. Buy the book. Now Izuku decides to go to the inn that the same thing as happened in canon. Izuku was in his home, and Izuku decides to go down into the bar and order some food, which he orders his food and ate. Izuku decides to wait for Bell, which Bell comes and have fun and talk to Izuku about. Now this is where the low-key familiar comes in. The same thing almost goes as in canon, with Bell looking down and Izuku seeing this. Izuku got mad and threw our water kunai, which nearly hits Beth's ears. Everyone was surprised that someone literally almost could have took out Beth's ears without hesitation. When Beth looked who threw the knife, he saw Izuku, and Izuku looked pissed off. Izuku said this to Beth, "Oi, shut the hell up. Next time I won't miss. Talk about my friend like that, and I won't hesitate to cut you down like a frog." Which Beth really is scared of Izuku at this point. And Beth tries to do a sneak attack on Izuku, which Izuku already know this was coming, cause one of his skills actually evolved when he was under. He actually got another ability once he was under the under the dungeon. He got foresight, which Izuku knows that he was gonna do that, which Izuku quickly dismantles him and break his arm. Beth screams out in pain like ah. That got for the weird noise. Sorry about that. Just imagine Beth screaming like that, screaming out in pain. All the low-key familiars were about to get up when all of a sudden they saw Izuku. They saw multiple of Izuku literally holding weapons against their necks. Everyone was surprised that he could dismantle the whole Lokia familiar. Now Izuku says next time keep your mouth under control, cause if you don't, I won't hesitate to kill him. This is only your first and last warning. Sorry guys. Izuku decides to, just to get out of there. With Bell, he decides to go to a familiar, which if you guys are wondering, Deku told Bell he doesn't work in a familiar. He works alone. But Bell convinces him somehow that he needs to know how much stats he has, which they go to Hestia. Now, Hestia is still in death because of the whole bullshit that she did. Yeah, I am not gonna go into the detail. The value that she owes is 2.1 billion yen. Now Izuku goes there and checks his stats, which Izuku's stat is actually level 6. Since he was underneath the dungeon for a long time and he finally got out, his stats is actually level 7, which his skills are water manipulation and creation, earth manipulation and sim creation, water shuriken, mega evolution, force palm, force sight, aura manipulation, close combat, aura punch, and for the other greninja move, it's gonna be his clones. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I just got informed, guys, that Lucario does have a weapon which Izuku has called Bone Rush. Now, Hestia saw this was actually static in shock, cause there is no one in hell that could literally stop Izuku. And for his race, it's actually gonna be a hybrid of human and a hybrid. He's gonna be a demi-human in this one, a demi-human. Now, if you guys are wondering, there is a tier for demi-humans that no one knows about. You have normal demi humans, and you have mid-range demi humans, and you have the god tier demi humans. I should probably mention, guys, that the god tier demi humans have power beyond power. The mid tier does have power, but not as strong as the god tier, and you know the weakest tier, yeah. Izuku decides to he needs a familiar because he can get because one of his hidden because he hid one of his skill that God gave him on purpose, actually an accident, to realis phrase. That mean, guys, no, not realis phrase, but let's just say it's a double the XP if you have if you're in a familiar, which Izuku can hid from anyone. Now Izuku knows that he has this skill because by accident he can read the word. So Izuku decides to join Hestia's familiar. Now Izuku helped Bell by grinding so hard he has reached level 3, which Izuku taught Bell how to do many things: close combat, hand-to-hand combat, and for Bell, I will be giving Bell a new skill, which is gonna be aura punch. Now this if anyone ever comes in contact with Bell blade or any of his attacks, it's gonna be leaving the massive effect on them. Their stamina, their energy, and how they move will be more slow and won't be doing much. So Izuku decides to just teach Bell. Now I'm gonna be time skipping a lot. I'm gonna be time skipping to where Izuku is going to be in. No, the event is still gonna be taking place where Freya is still gonna send. Freya is going to be sending a Minotaur after monster after Bell now and Hestia. Now Izuku is there to watch this happen. Izuku knows that the monster is being controlled but decides to put it out in a quick and swift test. Izuku used aura manipulation, water creation, and use it and kill it. How does he kill it? He creates water chains and which pierces through the monster, which he screams out in agony. Once he screams out in agony, Izuku quickly uses aura manipulation and silence him completely, which took out his whole life. Which took out the Minotaur the monster's whole life. Everyone was shocked to see this happening. And everyone's questioning whose familiar he is in. The one doesn't know because Hestia didn't announce it. Because she knows that if she announces it, everyone is gonna be after Izuku. So they met Lily and all of that crap. So I'm gonna be time skipping where where Deku is gonna be fighting the Minotaur. Freya knows that something isn't right at this point because all of her plans fail after they saw that boy. Freya sends his strongest man, which I don't even know his name, Arthur. I'm gonna call it Arthur. I'm sorry, guys. Now I'm just gonna call him. Just send that big buff demi-human dude. So Izuku was at that moment what can I say? Izuku's actually sleeping because he's basically tired. Now for Izuku's XP level, Izuku is actually reached level 8, while Bell is still at level 3. But Bell does gain new skill, like he can create his own weapons from aura. Now Bell does have infinity for Firebolt, which fight for fire magic, which Izuku teach him how to focus his magic and turn it into a Fireball. and this is where Izuku taught him how to advance it. Izuku taught him how to condense it into a blade, which Izuku learned fire sword. No, not Izuku, but Bell. And Deku is going to be sleeping at this time in the church. Over the past 2 days, the same event has been happening, but Izuku decided not to get involved. This is where Izuku knows something is not right, because Bell hasn't been back for 2 days straight with Hestia. And Izuku decides to go in the dungeon and find a lot of things are missing. Now, this is where Bell is fighting the giant. Bell is trying to fight off the giant as much as she can. Which, if you guys want the same thing happening in Canada, I'm not gonna deal with that crap. Bell tries to fight it off, but he's running out of magic. Izuku's there, and Izuku decides to show off a little bit. He has shadow manipulation as well, because greninja is basically technically part shadow. If you guys didn't know, Izuku used shuriken throw, which cuts off all the monsters' arm and cannot be regenerated, because Izuku has another skill as well for that. Blood manipulation. Not really blood manipulation, but blood flow stop. So Izuku can stop his enemy from regenerating or such. Any monster. So once the monster is stopped, Izuku decides to use Mega Evolution. Everyone is wondering what's happening, because they saw a light. Izuku Mega evolves and looks almost like a Lucario, but he still keeps his human feature. But the only thing different that he has the features of a Lucario. His human side with features. And the greninja, yes, he does have greninja as well. So yeah, Izuku used his ultimate move, which is called Aura Shuriken. Now, if you guys are wondering, this actually does a lot of help. So Izuku throws it at the Goliath and kills it. So this is where I'm gonna be leaving off, guys. So I will be leaving off right here, guys, because I'm very tired. I'm seriously tired. I need to do what I have to do. So guys, I'll see you next time on this channel. And for you guys' information, guys, I am done playing Black Fruit, because I have reached the 3rd sea, and all of a sudden I can't play it. So I will see if I can give one of you my account, or if you guys want it, I will give you it. I don't care, but I will be charging you guys for it. But I will try to see if anyone wants it. So till then, guys, see you tomorrow, or maybe Wednesday. Bye, guys. Have a good night.